Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. It's 8 o'clock and slightly dishevelled look today because I've been out at a step class. Don't think I've been to step class in about 15 years, but it's taking rather a long time for my face to come back to normal colour. To think that I used to teach those. It was quite bizarre actually, because the lady that was teaching it used to come to my body combat class 15 years ago, so that was all a bit random. Anyhow, enough about that. We are back with another little easy foodie video. Now I have made a video on this before a few years ago, but it's probably one of the most used chuck it together things that I make all the time. And I'd like to say that it was, you know, me making it up, but it wasn't. I think it was another fitness professional actually when I was in the Middle East, to be honest, who, I don't know where I got it from. Anyhow, I like to get inspiration from other people and then sort of make it my own. Now my style of making things, I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook. I've got a degree in hotel management, but I mean I was 18 years old at the time, so that's hardly anything. But I like to just see what I've got and I like to chuck it together, and I like to mix up flavours. I'm a big flavour person, and some of the flavours that I've maybe got here aren't going to do it for you, and that's absolutely fine. So what I like to do with little videos or talking to people is just to let people find a little bit of their own confidence in what they might like. So what I'm making today, I'm basically calling egg cakes for want of a better name. You don't necessarily need to make individual ones, so I've got my little individual cupcake cases. Now I put them on a tray, I learned this the hard way. These are silicone, I've had these for a long time, as you can tell by the colour. My daughter makes her fabulous cupcakes in them, which some of you have tried before. They're much nicer than my cooking. Anyhow, what you need to realise is that when you put eggs and stuff into these, if you don't have them on a tray, you're going to spill it everywhere, which is what I have done on many occasions. So you can use the little ones, but what you can also do is, the reason I do that is because I like different flavours. I've got the attention span of a goldfish, so I like to have different flavours. But if you just wanted one flavour, you make it, it's like a crustless quiche really. You can make it in one of these, or you know, one of those. You could use a little one. I don't know where the bottom is for that. I think it's my daughter's, it's not mine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I also like to make it in these because I like to put them in the freezer, and you can freeze them. Just because they're eggs doesn't mean you can't freeze them, you can. So I'm going to show you a few different flavours that I quite often make and what I do. I've got the oven on at the moment, about 180 degrees. So I'm just going to put a few together just to show you, and then I will switch the video off while they're cooking and then bring it back and show you what they turn out like. Now, the reason I do these is that basically it's a really good way to get protein and vegetables into you. Now, pretty much most of us do not eat enough protein. We don't get enough good quality, clean protein into our bodies. I'm actually quite a fussy eater. For all I love nutrition and stuff, I'm quite fussy, I'm quite a baby. And this was a really good way of getting good protein in, getting good fats in, getting vegetables in, and they're also really good for a grab and go. So if you are busy, if you're out and about, if you've got kids, your kids might eat these. My son does, my daughter doesn't. And you might want to alter the flavours for them, but it's a really good way to get that kind of stuff in. Now already I've lost count. What's that? 7. I'm going to put 8 in. So yeah, so it's a good way to get protein in, and especially, dare I say, for the older people watching. I'm not even going to say what older means. We need a bit more protein as we get older. Our muscles start to reduce. So it's a good thing just to get in. You can have them in your fridge. They will probably last, is that Scottish enough? Probably. They will probably last about 3 days in the fridge, but you can whack them in your freezer and just take them out, put them into you know, like little bags or something, and just pop them in your freezer, take them out, and they defrost fairly quickly. You can have breakfast, snack, you can have a couple for lunch, loads of different types of ideas. Just, you know, play with it, it's fine. So the base is just eggs, bit of salt, and I like to use Himalayan pink salt. Sea salt these days, think about all the TV programs, a little bit on the high horse here, all the TV programs with all the plastics in the sea, go Himalayan pink instead of sea salt these days. It's better for you. So I've got just some eggs there. You can use as many as you want. It doesn't really matter. I always get wrong. I'm not good on measurements. I'm really not. But what do I have here? So I've got some cottage cheese. Very good for you, and you can just whack it into anything. I've got some leftover leeks that I had for dinner last night, and that was basically leeks with a tiny bit of cream cheese and a tiny bit of cream, so that can go in. And that's not all going to go in together, by the way. I've got a bit of celery. People are, you know, jury's out with the celery. Got some red peppers, yellow peppers, spring onions, salmon, bit of smoked salmon, leftover green beans from last night's dinner, leftover chicken. So that chicken's already cooked. So later you can open your fridge, you can have a look, and you can go, oh, I could chuck that in, could chuck that in. Just be bold. You know, you could put cheese in. Another one I used to make, I didn't do it tonight because I've kind of gone off it. Tuna's another one. Tuna, spring onion. Actually, a bit of a random flavour is tuna, spring onion, and something like hoisin sauce. So anything that gives a flavour works for me. So all you literally do is you've whisked your eggs up. So I'm going to stuff it. I'm probably not going to have enough cases. And you literally just whack it in the bottom. So let's go with the flavour. I'm going to go first off with, the other thing I've got is horseradish. I really like horseradish, so clean hands obviously. I'm going to stick some chicken with some of those leftover green beans. So this is where you can just have a bit of fun, get your kids to do it if you've got kids. So, no, celery and green beans, no, I'm not going to go there. Bit of cottage cheese maybe. Stick a bit of that in. Add a little bit of horseradish because you get the kick. So make up anything you want, literally anything. You could have just vegetables, you could have, yeah, anything left over. Okay, and all you want to do is give that a mix up, stick it in the bottom of your little case. So we're going to have 3 of those. 3 of that one. Right, 3 of them. And then in a minute, actually I'll do it now, won't I? We're going to put our eggs, it's easiest in the jug, because you can pour. Okay, so that's literally just eggs, bit of salt, pepper. Just going to stick that on top. Now these will puff up in the oven, and then they will kind of semi-collapse. They're not going to be pretty, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be pretty. But so what? Okay, and then just give it a wee stir, because excuse me, because the your different flavors, your ingredients can sink to the bottom, and you want it like a cupcake, you know. Right, so I'm just going to use that same bowl, and I'm going to do another chicken one. I'm going to do chicken and leek. So it's think of all the different types of quiche flavors you get. And you know, go with that. So let's go chicken, leek, and yellow pepper. Now I know the peppers aren't cooked, but they will cook in the oven. And actually it's nice to have a wee bit of a crunch, isn't it? So chicken, leek, and yellow pepper. And yeah, I have just chucked the yellow pepper on the floor, but let's not worry about it. I won't pick it up. Now obviously these are going to be quite chunky. You can make them, oh, there's 4 of those ones. It's just not too hot on measurements. So if there's someone watching that is a real measurement person, I do apologise. It's not me. Let's pour some more. So we've got our chicken ones. Now, because I'm not a vegetarian, I can mix my bowls. My daughter is a vegetarian and she'd be disgusted if I mixed bowls. So I'm going to do literally just a veg one. So let's just go peppers, get those green beans, spring onion, and I'm going to put a bit of celery in as well. So there's a wee salad right there. So if you make too much, just eat it like a salad. Cottage cheese. So all of that, cottage cheese, eggs, really good protein, really good healthy protein. And then your veg. And it's just a wee take home. I'm going to put a bit more pepper in that one. Add any flavors. Oh, we've got some leftover leeks. Let's pop that in. So you can see, I mean, you might be sitting there going, oh my god, cottage cheese, leeks, peppers, green beans. Yeah, mixed veggies. So let's pop those in. I'm going to have extra, so actually, I'm not having tea yet, so I'm going to have the extras from my tea. I'm just going to make these 12 today. That's a wee bit much in that one. So I'm going to munch on that. So that in itself is a great little side, you know, for whatever you're having for your tea. Dinner. I think I'm going to need some more eggs. Right, let's put that one in. Okay, so I'm going to do one of my favourites, smoked salmon. I actually need some more eggs. Let's just do a couple more eggs. Straight in there. I quite often make, no, don't do any eggs. I'm sorry, I should have measurements. I quite often make what I call a fruit omelette. So I stick a load of vegetables, onions. Yeah, we haven't got any onions. Oh, I'm not going to bother. Purple onions or anything can go in these. But quite often I'll make a fruit omelette, which I make I've lost my train of thought. I put veggies in a frying pan and you know, onions and stuff, and then whatever else I want in, as if I'm making like a big giant omelette. But instead of trying to flip it over and making a big mess, I will literally cook the bottom part on the stove and then stick the grill on, and it goes under the grill, and that's my fruit omelette. So it's not quite a frittata, love that word. It's not quite a frittata, and it's not quite an omelette. It's a fruit omelette. I might make up these words just for fun. So I've got my smoked salmon and I've got spring onion. A few little peppers have escaped in there, but there's not a drama. Now, what else do we want in there? You could probably put a bit of cream cheese. I think I might put a wee bit of horseradish in there. Horseradish and salmon, does that go? Maybe. In some parts of the world, who knows. So again, little stir. So this is not the most complicated of recipes. You might be watching this going, hardly Nigella, love. Yeah, you'd be right. I don't do that. But I think it is useful for people to see quick and easy things that they can do at home. Everybody's busy these days, aren't we? We're all busy, working, family, studying, exercising, all of the above. So it's good to have just quick and easy things. And these, for me, I've probably been making these for, I've been back in the UK, what, 4.5 years. I've probably been making these for about 6 or 7 years, and they change all the time. They change all the time. Try different flavours, just be bold. Do you know, if you have to bin them, if they're rubbish, so what? Who cares? Doesn't matter. You could put some, if you had any, which I haven't, you could put some Parmesan cheese on top. You could put some regular cheese on top if you like cheesy things. Right, so we're going to give them a wee bit of a stir. And I know I'm mixing it all up, but it's only me that eats them, so it doesn't actually matter, does it? You can maybe be a bit random and put some nuts on top. But these are just really handy to have in your fridge, have in your freezer. If your kids like them, you can even put them in their lunchbox. You know, not got fussy kids. So, we'll put in a bit more. Just these tiny bits up, because we didn't put too much in. You know, you could always use things like paprika or, oh, do you know what I like? I like smoked paprika with salmon. I know that's weird, really weird. I'd like to say it's a Scottish thing. It's not, it's just me, I'm just weird. So they're gonna go in the oven. I'll tidy up and I will bring them back out and show you, and then you can see what they come out like. See, they're not pretty, but you know, not all food has to be pretty. It's got rainbow of colours, and if you've got a rainbow of colours, then you're getting loads and loads of good antioxidants and all sorts of stuff. That's the main thing about vegetables, is don't worry about the carbs or anything like that. Just get a whole range of colours. I bought, where are they? I don't know where they are. Some carrots the other day, and it was all the different colours of carrots, and they're fabulous. So you've got purple, yellow, orange. Carrots aren't just all orange. And if, excuse me, if vegetables and fruits are all different colours, it means they've got different vitamins and minerals that your body really needs and really likes. So try and get as many different colours on your plate as possible. Right, so into the oven these go, and I will see you in a little bit. And we are back. So these little beauties, aren't they things of beauty, have been in the oven. I put them in for 25 minutes to begin with, but then they needed a little bit longer. You can just have a little play around, have a little sort of feel of them, see if they're still sort of liquidy or not. So you can see some of them have kind of risen up, some are a little bit flat. It just depends what you put in there, to be honest. So if we take one out, so they've been sitting here maybe about 5 minutes, something like that, so they're a wee bit hot still. So they come out, just like a little baby cupcake. So if I cut this one up, just to let you see. Shall I bring it around to show you? Let me show you. So I'm probably going to screw the camera up, but can you see that? Not quite sure. Hopefully you can see that. So it's the inside. It's got a nice consistency. Should we have a taste? You always have to have a taste, don't you? This one looks like chicken and leek. Really nice. So just give them a bit of time to cool down. Whoop, that one's hot, so fluffy in the middle. Give them time to cool down, and when they're cool, you can store them in your fridge. Best thing to store them is like a glass jar covered, or whatever storage facilities you have. And then you can also pop other ones in the freezer. So I mean, what I'll do with these, because I like different flavours, I'll take maybe a few of each, and then the rest I'll just put in the freezer. And so they're just so handy to grab and go. You know, get up, just you can have them for your breakfast, for your lunch. You can have them whenever. You can put sausage in them. You know, you can have a cheese and ham one. Literally, just be confident with flavours. See, I'm not a chef at all. It's just about chucking things in, seeing what happens, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, it's just food. Great to get good proteins in, get good fats in. Do not be afraid of eggs, and get as many vegetables in there as you can, as many different colours, and just go with it. I would be really interested to hear if anybody makes them. You can send me some little pictures or suggestions of flavours, and yeah, just go for it. Cook up a storm. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.